Manifestation works best when it changes your mind first, not because you forced positivity, not because you wished hard enough, because you trained your attention, your emotions, your identity, and your behavior to move toward what you want. That is what manifesting actually is. Not sending a request to the universe and waiting, but becoming someone who thinks, feels, and acts in alignment with the life she is building. Manifestation is the practice of choosing a desired outcome and repeatedly aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with it. It is not a guarantee that thoughts control external reality. It is not a reason to blame yourself for every setback, and it is not a permission slip to pretend obstacles do not exist. The strongest path is structured, grounded, and honest about what is in the way. Here is why manifestation can genuinely help. The first mechanism is attention. Your brain filters thousands of signals every hour. Most of them get ignored, but when you clarify what you want, your brain starts flagging things it used to miss, opportunities, connections, moments, not because the universe sent them, because you finally told your brain what to look for. The second mechanism is emotion. Repetition makes a goal feel safer, more familiar, more possible. Your nervous system stops treating the desire as a threat and starts treating it as a direction. And the third mechanism is identity. When you repeat affirmations that feel strengthening, something subtle happens. You become less defensive. You stay more open to change. You start to see yourself as someone who can actually have the thing she wants. That shift is quiet, but it changes everything. But here is where most people go wrong. They think manifestation means visualizing what they want and feeling good about it. That is the whole practice. Just feel the future and it arrives. Research shows the opposite. Positive fantasies alone can actually reduce effort. Your brain partly enjoys the future before you have earned it. The reward comes early, the motivation drops, and the thing you want stays exactly where it was. The more effective method is to hold the vision and confront the obstacle at the same time. This is called mental contrasting. You do not just imagine the best version of your future. You also look honestly at the thing inside you that is getting in the way. And when you hold both at once, something shifts. The desire becomes fuel instead of fantasy. The motivation becomes directed instead of dreamy. That is where the real energy comes from. So here is the method. Step 1 is clarity. Vague desires produce vague results. I want more money is not specific enough to act on. I want to earn an extra $2,000 per month is. I want love is not something your brain can organize around. I want a calm, mutual, emotionally available relationship is. The more specific you are, the easier it is for your brain to recognize opportunities when they appear. You cannot act on a feeling. You can act on a clear picture. Step 2 is visualization, but with a boundary. Close your eyes. Imagine this is already in motion. What changes? What becomes possible? How does your body feel when this thing is real? Spend 30 seconds here, not 30 minutes. The purpose of visualization is emotional connection, not escape. You want enough feeling to fuel the work, not so much that the fantasy replaces it. Feel the outcome. Then, open your eyes. Step 3 is the turning point, and it is the step most people skip entirely. Ask yourself, what inside me gets in the way? Not what external circumstance is blocking me. What pattern, fear, habit, or avoidance keeps this from happening? Fear of rejection, procrastination, feeling undeserving, not asking for opportunities, spending impulsively. This is the mental contrasting step. You do not just dream about the future. You compare it with your present reality. And that is what makes the motivation useful instead of decorative. Step 4 is where manifestation becomes behavior. You take the obstacle you just identified and you turn it into an if-then plan. If I start doubting myself, then I will repeat my affirmation once and send the email anyway. If I feel the urge to overspend, then I will wait 24 hours before buying. If I avoid dating because I feel insecure, then I will take one small social step today. These plans work because they remove the decision from the moment. You already decided. Now, you just follow through. And underneath all of this, affirmations play a specific role, not as wishes sent into the void, but as identity anchors. The best affirmations do not demand that reality change. They strengthen who you are becoming. I am becoming someone who feels safe receiving love. I am learning to handle money with calm and confidence. I keep promises to myself. Repeat them before action, not instead of it. Affirmations support movement. They do not replace it. The daily practice is simpler than you think. In the morning, 3 minutes. Name the desire. Picture the best outcome. Name the biggest obstacle. At midday, 1 minute. Repeat one affirmation tied to your identity. In the evening, 2 minutes. Write one if-then plan for tomorrow. Note one action you took today. 6 minutes total. No candles required. No vision board required. Just structured self-regulation, repeated until it rewires how you think. And here is what to stop doing. Stop relying on fantasy alone. It feels productive. It is not. Stop treating every setback as proof you manifested badly. Stop confusing emotional alignment with passive waiting. And stop using affirmations to bypass real problems that need action, support, or healing. Manifestation is not a substitute for living. It is a way of living more deliberately. You do not manifest by wishing harder. You manifest by repeating what matters until it changes how you see, feel, choose, and act. Clear desire,